And I said, if I'm participating in the show, I want to be a strong contender. 2.5 months later, I broke my foot. And can I tell you, the first thought that came into my mind was not like what happens to my work. It was like, how will I exercise? Mental health and financial health are, interconnected, right? And you should take care of your financial health so as to take care of your mental health.
Hi everyone, this is chapter 2 of Life Unscripted with Mandira Bedi. So Mandira, you're extremely fit, and I think the younger generation and the older generation, everybody looks at you as a fitness guru. How does that entire mindfulness come into your daily life?
Well, firstly, let me tell you how I got into the world. I've not always been fit in school, and I used to participate in a lot of sport. But in 2008, I was invited to be a part of a show called Khatron Ke Khiladi, which is like a stunt-based reality.
Right.
And I said, if I'm participating in this show, I want to be a strong contender. So for the first time in my life, I got a fitness trainer. I'd never had a trainer before that.
You've never had a trainer?
I've never had a trainer before. And never had a trainer since. That was the only time I had a trainer, for that 1 month. So I started training, and I got bitten by the fitness bug.
Okay.
Yeah. And it so much so that when I was in South Africa doing the show, we'd do 2 stunts back to back per day. And in the evening, I would come home and go for a run.
Really?
Yes, that's how committed I became to fitness. And maybe 2.5 months later, I broke my foot. And can I tell you, the first thought that came into my mind was not like what happens to my work. It was like, how will I exercise? So that's how fitness had become a part of my life.
Did you exercise with a broken foot?
Yes, I did. Let me tell you, I had a broken foot, I had a fracture, I had an operation, it was in a cast. I used to wake up every morning, I'd put my crutches near my stool, and I'd sit on the stool and I'd lift weights. Yes. And then once my cast came off and I was allowed to swim.
That's so difficult.
Yeah, you're allowed to swim when you have a fracture because you're weightless in the water.
Right.
I would swim 50 lengths every day. And that so I did not want to lose that momentum that I had created as far as fitness was concerned. And once it becomes a way of your life, that's the thing you need to aim for.
And
Because,
that continues.
people can embark on a journey.
Right.
It's very easy to embark on that journey. It's very difficult to stay committed and to stay on course. I just think that when it comes to fitness and when it comes to health, we as women have to take care of our bone health more than men do.
True.
Because from age 30 onwards, I did something for some orthopedic surgeons, and this is the question I asked them: is what happens to women's bone health, and what can we do to make our bones strong? And they said, sadly, the sad truth is, age 30 onwards, the deterioration starts.
Right.
So you can take calcium supplements, but what you can do for yourself, for your bone health, is lift weights. People are under this misconception that, weight training means I'm going to become big and bulky. That's no. You can get as lean as you want.
Right.
With the right kind of training, the right mix of cardio and strength training. You can't. We're all living a life, and we want to enjoy our life experience as well. So when you say be mindful of what you're eating. It's no rocket science. You can go to a nutritionist, but you know that these are the things that are not good for you, and these are the things that are good for you. And every once in a while, to enjoy life, allow yourself the things you enjoy.
Right.
But it can't be every day.
And it has
Like,
been
I
limited
love
quantities, right?
Beautiful shawarma,
Right.
and I'm going to eat it. And it's not an everyday occurrence. It's good for today. It won't be good for tomorrow and day after and the day after that. Balance has to be found in whatever it is that you do, be it your home life and work life, be it your exercise with the right mix of, strength training and cardio. And even with exercise, there are women who say that, I can't get to a gym every day. How do I keep myself fit? I say, people diss walking, but walking is such great exercise because the best thing about walking is it requires the least amount of time commitment.
Right.
I have walking as a part of my regime twice a week. I walk for 1.5 hours.
How do you manage to fit in so many things into your schedule? Finally, your day is just made of 24 hours, right?
I'm glad you said that. A day is made of 24 hours. We sleep 7 to 8 hours. Let's say 8 hours.
On a lucky day.
On a lucky day. If you sleep 8 hours, 16 hours.
True.
In 16 hours, surely you can take out 45 minutes for yourself.
That's a new way
Come
of looking at it.
That's the way of looking at it.
And it could just be walking around.
And you know
in your
something, you can
space.
even split it up.
Yeah.
You can take 30 minutes off in the morning and 30 minutes off in the evening. Who says it has to be together? But take that time out for yourself. I hate walking on a treadmill. So I go up and down the steps.
Brilliant idea.
Where there's a will,
Right.
you
can
can be
always-
creative. There's always ways.
And a lot of diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, cancers, very specific to women, that young people are of late suffering from. It's no longer somebody who's about 50 or 60 or 70.
I get a complete body checkup done, right from stress tests to pap smears to everything, the works.
Right.
And that is something that we as women have to do. It is our duty and our responsibility because we need to take our health into our own.
Right.
There's another very important aspect since you speak of things that happen to younger people. I think mental health is a very, very important aspect that we need to talk about. And it's wonderful that a lot of organizations are now talking about mental health. And the other important thing about mental health, which is very important to say, is that if you have your financial health taken care of, if you've, taken care of your financial health, that contributes to your mental health
Right.
as well. You can sleep well at night. So mental health and financial health are, interconnected.
Right.
And you should take care of your financial health so as to take care of your mental health as well.
You touched upon a very important point, Mandira, because that's what the brand also kind of echoes. It talks very specifically about taking your health in your own hands.
Yeah.
Why do you want to leave it to somebody else to decide?
That's right.
Fitness is not just about physical health or about mental wellness. I think it's also about planning for the security of your future. And I think that's what our brand also personifies, and it walks the talk. I think what we're working around and what we're focusing on right now is around women's health and steps to encourage women on ensuring that they stay fit.
And they take the health.
Yes, and self-love, of course. Family, of course, always comes, but self-love first, because if you're not healthy and if you're not in charge of your health and financials, everything can just go out of the window. You may be a great planner, you may have the best advisor, but if you've not taken up those steps up front.
Health is the true wealth.
True. Thank you, Mandira. This is the end of Chapter 2 for Life Unscripted with Mandira Bedi. Stay tuned for Chapter 3.